Why is it that so many of us find ourselves plagued by doubt? Doubt about whether we're good enough, doubt about whether we deserve the success we're working towards, doubt about whether we truly belong in the spaces we inhabit. These are questions that have the power to hold us back, to make us question our own worth, and to hinder our progress. But here's the thing, those doubts, more often than not, are all in our heads. When I hear stories like Michelle Obama's, it's a reminder that the doubt we carry is a burden we place on ourselves. She questioned whether she was good enough to be the First Lady of the United States, a role that carries immense responsibility and scrutiny. And I believe many of us, regardless of our backgrounds, can relate to that feeling of not being sure if we measure up to the challenges we face. But what's truly inspiring is how Michelle Obama overcame this doubt, with hard work. She realized that self-doubt is just a mental hurdle, one that can be surmounted through determination and effort. Instead of allowing self-doubt to paralyze her, she decided to let her work speak for itself. This is a powerful lesson for all of us. When you doubt yourself, don't let it hold you back. Instead, put your head down, do the work, and let your actions prove your worth. It's also important to acknowledge that self-doubt, especially for women and young girls, can be deeply ingrained in our minds due to societal expectations and biases. Michelle touches on this when she speaks about the limited definitions and boxes society often tries to put women of color in. It's a struggle that many of us face, but we must resist these limitations. So, how can you overcome self-doubt and build the confidence needed to achieve your goals? It starts with getting to know yourself. The first job in life, as Michelle puts it, is to understand who you are. This process can take time and maturity. You have to dig deep and confront your doubts, your insecurities, and the negative messages that you've internalized. Michelle emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with goodness. Whether you had a loving and supportive family or not, there are people out there who care about you and want to see you succeed. Seek out those individuals who uplift you, who hold you up, and who genuinely support you. This support network can make a world of difference in your journey to self-discovery and confidence building. One of the key takeaways from Michelle Obama's journey is that you must invest time in understanding and appreciating yourself. You have to like who you are. Michelle has liked herself for a very long time, but she acknowledges that this self-love didn't come easily. It took time and effort to get there. She faced bullies, disappointments, and failures, just like many of us have. The way you deal with those challenges and the support systems you create for yourself can significantly impact your self-esteem. So, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Do you like who you are? Have you invested the time to understand yourself and build a strong sense of self-worth? If not, it's never too late to start that journey. Michelle also touches on a common phenomenon known as imposter syndrome. Many of us, even when we achieve success, feel like imposters in our own lives. We question how we got to where we are and wonder if we truly belong. It's a feeling of self-doubt that can be paralyzing. But Michelle offers a powerful perspective on imposter syndrome. She reminds us that it's often all in our heads. We belong in the rooms and spaces we find ourselves in. And she speaks from experience, having occupied various powerful seats in her career. She's been at the table with people who were just as, if not less, qualified than her. The lesson here is that you must practice being in those spaces. You have to occupy those seats with confidence and know that you belong there. The work of building self-confidence is internal. It's about changing the messages you tell yourself. You see, self-confidence, just like imposter syndrome, is a mental construct. It's about what you practice telling yourself. If you've been told you're not good enough, you'll practice believing that. But here's the truth, it's not true. You are good enough. You wouldn't be where you are if you didn't belong there. Michelle's journey is a testament to the fact that you can overcome self-doubt and imposter syndrome by occupying spaces, practicing self-confidence, and changing the messages you tell yourself. She's been in powerful rooms, worked across various sectors, and she's realized that many people who occupy those spaces don't necessarily belong there. So, when you find yourself questioning your worth or wondering if you belong, remember that you do. You are just as valuable as anyone else, and your unique perspective is needed at those tables. Society may have its biases and expectations, but it's up to you to challenge those limits and prove that you belong. In conclusion, Michelle Obama's journey is a source of inspiration for anyone battling self-doubt and striving to achieve their goals. Her story teaches us that self-confidence is a practice, and imposter syndrome is often all in our heads. We must surround ourselves with goodness, build a support network, get to know ourselves, and, most importantly, practice believing in our worth. So, I want to leave you with a question. What do you want in life now? What are your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions? Take a moment to reflect and leave a comment below, sharing your aspirations. And remember, no matter how big or small your dreams are, you have the power to achieve them. You belong, and you are good enough.